Hey, what's up, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of Bro Talk, where we talk about brotherhood, manhood, and fatherhood. I'm here with my fellow host, Isaac, Love, and to be on pretty soon, we got Mark G. So, fellas, what's going on this Monday in April? How y'all brothers feeling?
All is well, man. I'm sitting here across from my three daughters who think they're whispering and they're not. Like they're just making too much noise.
Did you teach them
Like
how to whisper?
I listen, I can't teach them anything. They think they know everything.
Oh, well,
Like the
yeah.
fact that microphones pick up a lot of stuff. That's one of the things I guess they don't understand, right? So
Uh-huh.
but I'm doing well, man. All is good. Coming up a great weekend.
Okay.
I had the pleasure of going to my older cousin's wedding. Uh, so
All
uh,
right.
congratulations to Sam and Karen once again, man. The wedding was beautiful. Had it here in Rochester. I don't know
Okay.
if y'all have ever been to the Winter Garden, but
I can't say I have.
yeah, it's a beautiful spot, man.
Okay.
So the event was nice. Funny. It was actually one of the funniest ceremonies I've ever been to. So kudos to them
Yeah.
for
Funny
yeah
on purpose or
for
funny
me
by
on
accident?
purpose, on purpose,
Okay.
man.
Okay.
So
Okay.
yeah, they both
Okay.
have great sense of humor. So wouldn't
Oh,
expect
that's
anything
cool.
different, man.
That's what's
But
up.
yeah, shout out to them. On that day, and then Sunday I had a chance to go watch Eli play a little bit of basketball with some friends. Did well, so I'm proud of him. He's still got some fundamental skills to work on, but he's doing his thing. So
Bro, that comes with time, man. Comes with
yeah,
time.
of course.
Yeah. We be wanting them to have them skills now though. Come on, man. Bounce that ball, man. Like
Yeah, I'm like, yo, why would you do
go
that,
left.
man? At one point, he just like heaved up a 3-pointer. I said, Eli, that is the worst shot I've ever seen in my entire life, man. But see that too, you got to let them know, right? A lot of parents,
he
it's
got
like,
tell
oh
you gotta
yeah,
tell them the truth.
he's out there practicing. He's just out there playing. Nah, that was a bad shot, kid. Fix that.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, I wonder how the audience feels about that. I'll tell you how I feel about it. Is if something was not good, we owe it to our kid to tell them it was not good.
Right. Be
Because
real.
if we don't, they're gonna keep repeating that same behavior.
Absolutely, man. Over
That's
and
just
over
my,
again.
I saw. Did you see the what's up, Mark? Got the PA, the A5A on. Yo, he representing Spring
So,
95.
With the knit sweater too.
Number 4 in the house.
I'm on my anniversary, man.
Yeah, okay. I figured something was up.
So I just said, let me get it out the way.
Yeah, no doubt. No doubt, man.
Mhm.
But we're gonna celebrate. We're gonna make sure we celebrate you before
Let's celebrate, baby.
we turn off for the night. But there was this video I saw where the kid was learning how to bat. Well, he knew how to bat. And I don't know if any of you have like played, I'm sure y'all played baseball before.
Play cricket.
And I was gonna say cricket, but I never played cricket, but I figured you and your peoples play cricket. But there's a part of the bat
Who are
where
his people?
Caribbean people.
Don't go there with it, man. Just let him be, man. Just let him be, man.
And
Please.
there's a part of the bat where, like, when you swing, it's like the small part of the bat. If the ball hits that part, like your hands, they hurt really, really bad. And so the boy, he caught a stinger. He started crying. His dad was like, "Hey, what you crying for?" He said, "Pick the bat back up and swing again." And then he talked to him, talked him through it and stuff like that and everything. But that wasn't the time to baby him because he's playing a sport where he's gonna get stingers. Like that's gonna happen. And so he got to be able to work through it. But he had his dad to help him work through it and everything like that. So yes, Ike, good for telling him that was a bad shot. Don't do that shot again.
Yeah, that was like a long way to confirm what I said, but yeah.
It's a podcast. We got to talk. I could have said it shorter. Y'all know me. I'm short. So I could be like, boom, boom, when I'm done.
Man, stop it. Stop it. You random, but you're not short.
Come on now. So,
Yeah.
B, how you feeling, man? Oh, all right. Did you have something else? My bad.
Oh no. Just
Okay.
gonna say you gotta be honest with your kids. Just like I'm about to tell this one to go to bed. Hey, beat it, kid.
Well, that sound like Eli. Is that Eli?
Nah, that's Zoe, man.
That's
She
Zoe?
It's
she trying to
always
get this
Zoe,
cookie
man.
before she go to bed.
Yo, Zoe be the one. She be trying to hang around.
Zoe trying to get a cookie, baby.
That's the only reason she ate dinner. My mommy said if I eat dinner, I could have a cookie. All right, well, go get some chicken and rice then.
Duh.
Hey,
And then her sisters came in. They swooped in on the cookie though.
Yo, at least your kids eat chicken and rice, man. My son, he want chicken nuggets and fries. That's it. That's all he want.
Yeah,
And
mine's
sweet.
too.
He's consistent, man.
He is consistent, man.
And pizza.
Yeah, can't forget pizza. And pizza. B, what's going on in your life, man?
Man, it's been a good, it was a good weekend. We celebrated my youngest birthday. He hit the double
big one, though.
Yeah, he hit double digits on Thursday. And we took him. We're still kind of planning out his birthday party because we got my wife's graduation coming up. So just trying to find the actual a good time to make sure we can get everybody get invitations out and everything. But yeah, we took him to Red Robin. He had a good time. That's where he wanted to go. And then we just did ice cream. So, and then Saturday, my mom and sisters and nieces and nephews, they came over because my sister, she called, she said, well, what do you want to do for your birthday? He said, I just want to, see you guys, like spend time with you guys. So my mom said, well, we'll take you out to breakfast. He said, how about we come over there or you come over here? So she was like, well, we'll come over there, so that way, you at home, you know what I mean? You don't have to get up and leave, to go somewhere for breakfast for your birthday if you don't want to. So they came over and we had a really dope time, just breakfast and brunch and, my nieces and nephews, they came over, played with them and stayed most of the day. So it was a good day.
Which one of your sisters be? Yo?
Yeah, and Tony. They both came, brought the crew over, pulled up, and
shout out to my girl Tony. Hey Tony, I think you owe me something, Tony. I don't know what it is, but you owe me something. I don't know.
Yeah, they had a good time. They had a good time. So
last time I saw you, I think you and I bet, and I won the bet. But I'm gonna put my finger on it, Tony.
Listen, if she owes, she gonna be like, just let me know.
I know. I'm trying to forget what it is.
Yo, Brew be remembering bets from like 2006.
Oh yeah,
this bet is probably 8 years, 8 or 10 years.
especially it got to do with some money. Yo, Brew gonna remember that joint. Yo, he's gonna be like, yeah, man, on April 2nd, 2006. But Brew, what's going on in your world?
But with you have short-term memory. You never remember when you hold some people something. You know what I'm saying?
You just said the opposite of
what's going on in my world, man? Man, they moved my job. The location, man, back into the hood area.
Oh yeah,
the DC hood area. But
that's nothing for you though.
No, it's not nothing for me. But what's for me, man? You gotta balance your checkbook, man. You got, you know what I'm saying? The further, it's more money to get there, man. It's like,
you on the other side, like you gotta pass the old spot.
You know what I'm saying? You on the train, your riders are longer.
Yeah.
And then, then I don't have my own office no more, man. They pack us up in this closet.
Yeah, that's the worst.
That joint is like Isaac Closet, man. Everybody in there, like 7 of us in Isaac Closet.
Dang. Just squished in there, huh?
Man, I'm telling them, I said, want somebody sick, y'all better stay home.
Yeah.
Because, man.
Yeah, tell them to
get sick, boy. It goes down in that place. Hey. We all out.
Everybody out.
Everybody.
I hear that, man.
You know what I'm
Anything
saying?
else? Or
Bro, that's it,
good
man.
for
That's
now?
it. I'm just chilling, man. Here with my son, my boy. You know,
Okay.
he about to go to bed, and life is good, man. I'm getting ready to go down to Jamaica, man.
For good reasons?
May 3rd, my grandma gonna be buried and stuff like that. So
Oh man, sorry to hear that. Did you tell us that already?
I think I told you guys that from the
Okay, yeah, I think you did. But
beginning.
still, man, sorry to hear that. Still, though, I mean,
Yeah,
it's different from here. But when you got to go down and face it, though, man.
gotta go down, baby. She
Yeah.
lived, bro. That's for me. That's I don't.
Okay, she lived her
95,
life.
95.
Got that's right. That's right. Yeah, you
95.
did
Bless
tell us
him,
this.
man.
Yeah,
So that's why I don't. And plus
more
the
of a
last
celebration of life type of thing.
right, and the
Okay.
last 2 years for me, I've been
Mhm.
going down, spending some really good time with her.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I'm good on that
Yeah.
that part of it. Just now is just to make sure she go home with a bang. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely, man. And y'all gonna party it up too, man. Y'all gonna have.
It's gonna be parties. It's gonna be a lot of food, Kareem. That's the part you're gonna miss. A lot
I
of
know,
soup.
man. I
You
know.
know what I'm saying? Like go ahead soup and
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying?
Wait.
That
Whoa.
good stuff.
Wait. Time out. Did you just say goat head soup? Wait a
Go
minute.
ahead soup.
What am I agreeing to here? Wait.
You don't even know. You don't even know it's a goat head is in it.
Oh, you
You'll
said
never
I wouldn't
know.
even know?
You will never know. They
Oh,
roast
man.
it, they chop it up, mince it up, boy. You'll never know.
Oh,
Or
okay.
you can get a little piece of it in your. The soup is gonna be so good. You're gonna be like, give me another cup. Give me another
Y'all gonna be
cup.
looking at me laughing because I know
Give me
you.
another
Eating the
cup.
brain.
You know what I'm saying? You wouldn't even have you will have no idea what's going on in the soup, boy.
Yeah, man. That's some. You got that one. You got
Yeah.
that one. Yeah.
Yeah, you know, and Kareem likes something too because he'll get that spoon after he take a bite. Be like,
Yeah. That's it. He just look
sweeten
at you, and the food is hot. He's like,
Yeah. Yo, I'm mad that y'all know my mannerisms here, man.
bro, we've been around
listen,
you.
man,
We
like
got
you.
20 years in this.
We live with
Right.
you.
You just turned 21 in Alpha. Like we got over 20 years in this.
I did.
What is going on, man?
Your feelings
Yeah,
all
yeah.
over your face, bro.
You know what I'm saying?
I did.
Yeah, man, that's what's going on, bro. That's what's going on with me, man.
All right. Well, for me, it's real simple, man. I pulled up an old video, man. Me and bRho was in it. bRho, I think you was there. When rest in peace to Skateboard Pete and John when they had the black and gold. I found the step show. Matter of fact, I'll put it in our chat group. It's 16 minutes long. Bro, I was watching that. I was like, yo, I don't know how we was going that fast. I think we was like what, mid-20s at the time, most of us.
Yeah.
Man, I said if I try to do that now, nah, B.
Then Bruce stepped with y'all in that
Yeah,
step
Bruce-
show.
Yeah. All you heard was Gabriz. That's all you heard. Just throughout the whole video.
I was in the dance. Did we have a dance? Did we have a dance?
That was our black and gold.
That was us.
With a contestant.
Yeah. That was us. Yeah.
That's when
Shout out to Shawnee. Yeah.
Shawnee, yeah.
Was our choreographer that year.
And Femi, I know Femi almost flipped his.
Oh yeah.
Femi people. I have this video. I don't know how to forward it. It's on my Facebook, man. I've been trying to forward it to one of the contestants, but I could never forward it, man. You know what I'm saying?
Hit that share button.
Yeah.
I do, but it's just never gone. It's never shared. You know what I'm saying? I do the share button. I try all that.
It might have it on private, or it might not be shareable. Whoever had it. You say you've been trying to get in contact with the.
I've been trying to because she wanted to share it. The young lady that I danced with, she's like, Mark, I want to see it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah. So I try to share it with her.
It might be private by whoever had it up there before.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I'll send that to y'all, bro, so you can see it. But I told one of the undergrad at RIT, not the bro that's there, but somebody else I work with, and they was like, "You used to step." I was like, little something. You know what I mean? So I
Light
showed him a
work.
little video. This is light work, man. Anyway, so bros, man, it's 9:20. We know the basketball game is on right now.
Bump that basketball game, man.
Why? Because Duke is out.
No, I'm not. I don't care about none of them teams.
Yeah.
I don't even know who was in it. If you ask me who was in there,
Man,
I know Houston is in
black
there.
head coach.
Houston is in there, right?
Yeah, Houston's in there.
Black head coach.
From where?
Houston.
Okay, and Houston. Who else is in there?
Florida.
They're black head coach too?
Nah.
Mm-mm.
Nah,
Florida ain't been in since Jakeem. What's the name, right? Whatever the name
Noah.
is.
Yeah.
Noah, yeah.
And Corey Brewer.
Oh yeah, Corey Brewer. Yeah. So
that whole starting five went to the league. And the whole starting five went to the league.
Yeah.
And they was there for like 1 year, 2 years.
Yeah, that's how it be.
Corey Brewer had a few years, man. Joe Kim Noah had a whole career, man.
Yeah, he had a whole career.
He was like 7-8 years.
Yeah, Joakim was nice, man.
Joe Kim Noah.
Yeah, Garnett told him, man, shut the hell up. Who are you talking to?
Wait, what? What happened?
Yeah,
he's a fan of Garnett. So
he
said something to Garnett during the game, and Garnett was just just.
Oh, is that what he?
He's that Garnett changed his life.
Yeah, KG sunned him.
Yeah, basically.
Well, we got a cap. You know, well, I don't want to speak.
KG ain't want no smoke with Carmelo.
Yeah, Carmelo, man. You know, I think they forget sometimes, man. These cats come from, you know, they play ball and fight at the same time. Like, you know what I'm saying?
But Carmelo wasn't the fighting dude. Carmelo was always.
No, he wasn't. Nah.
Over basketball, Melo. Over basketball.
Like KD. KD not about that. You know, want to fight.
Yeah, but KD ain't never. You know what I mean? Like rose up on nobody like that.
No.
Melo was about all the smoke.
But you know who all about that smoke though? Isaiah Stewart.
Yeah, you got one more fight, you'll be out the league.
Man.
Listen.
I think he'll be all right, man. He'll
as long as he don't start putting up a gun sign, you know what I mean?
Yeah, trust me, man.
He's a wild boy
the way the league is going right now, man. That dude had one more fight, one more big thing, and act wild, man. Like, well, you're gonna see what happened. You know what I'm saying? They like it to be rough and chippy, but you know what I'm saying? I'm with the dude. The dude is from women. He got my temperament. You know what I'm saying? I mean, but sometimes, man.
And he's playing at Detroit. I mean, Detroit known to have
bad boys.
It's a different era. It's the LeBron era, man. It's not
the LeBron era, bro.
No it's the LeBron era.
He got hit in the stomach. Was like was he out for 5 games?
It was too easy to bait. It was too easy to bait by on that one, man.
Gaslighting, man.
It's the LeBron era. Nigga soft, man.
It's a softer era, though, man.
They like porridge.
Man, it ain't a soft era like that. That wasn't basketball, bro.
No, this is LeBron's NBA right now, man. Bro, like this is his NBA.
It should be.
It is. That's what I'm saying. It's
the best player ever.
It's light, man. Did you come on now? Like I know you seen the dudes flop the other day when he got tapped in the side, and then he was laying on his face for 2 minutes. That was the worst flop I've seen all year, man.
To get calls, you gotta sell them now. You gotta
come from this era's GOAT.
You gotta sell them to get calls. Vlade used to sell them.
He sells everything, yo.
Look at Vlade. You remember Vlade?
Yeah,
like that man can sell a Tesla right now.
Vlade used to be the dude at selling some things, and it was still back in the A day.
Was that Sacramento Kings?
Cats get fouled.
Nah, this LA Lakers.
Oh, LA Lakers. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's still Vlade. Vlade, even when he was on the Kings, he was still doing it.
Yeah. Oh yeah, for sure.
But when he was a Laker, he was in LA, man. He got to act. You know what I'm saying?
He was in LA. He got to act.
That dude was an actor, bro.
Speaking of LeBron, since you brought up the GOAT, right?
Oh boy,
bro, he is not the GOAT.
He's a GOAT. Like he's a GOAT. I'll give you that. He's not the GOAT, but he's a GOAT.
Since we brought him up, right? since we brought him up,
okay.
So this is part of what bothers me, right? So You know, so I'm watching my sports shows yesterday and then this morning, and so shout out to
B,
Alex.
man, man, just get this thing about LeBron out, man, because I'm
No,
tired of hearing people talk about LeBron, bro.
listen. Don't hate on the GOAT. You know what I'm saying?
I'm not hating on him. He's not. He's just not. He's your GOAT. He's not mine.
Listen, if you start the team, he the number one pick.
Not with my
people
GOAT.
that are still playing.
You know what I'm saying?
Ever.
No.
Who you?
That's
who
okay.
you pick?
That's okay. That's okay.
Who you
That's
taking
okay.
over?
That's
Who
good.
you taking number one over him?
That's okay.
It depends on the design of my team. If I know that you're picking LeBron number one and I got the first pick, I'm not gonna pick Jordan first, right? I'm probably gonna get Shaq, and then I'm gonna let you pick LeBron, and then I'm gonna get Jordan, right? And then and then it's over from there.
Nah,
it's over.
If you got an all-time NBA draft and you can take anybody number one, there's nobody that does more who's done more with less than LeBron. Nobody.
Yeah, but what are we talking about? Are we talking about picking a team for a season and see who wins? Or are we talking about picking a team for a game?
Stop it.
Either or.
Michael, I'm not even a Michael Jordan fan. Y'all already know where my heart is. You know what I'm saying? Y'all cats know. And y'all be acting up like this dude ain't got 5 rings.
I'm
Clutch.
just saying.
Mr. Clutch. Stop it.
3 of them go to Shaq. 3 of them belong to Shaq.
Okay.
But okay, back to my I digress, right? So Alexander Ovechkin broke Wayne Gretzky's record for most goals in a career. And the question somehow, and this is the part that bothers me, is the fact that this man broke Wayne Gretzky's record, whole different sport, but somehow the network found a way to say, you know what, the way we create engagement, the way we create ratings on our network is to somehow bring up this man's name. So the question was, what's more impressive, Alexander Ovechkin breaking Wayne Gretzky's record or LeBron breaking Kareem's record? And you know, there's people who actually said that Ovechkin breaking Gretzky's record was more impressive.
I mean, it's a nonsensical
I wouldn't disagree.
Argument. It's a nonsensical argument. You comparing an apple to an orange. It's 2 different sports. The only way you can compare is if you're comparing the same sport. Like, you can't even do that. But it got people doing exactly what they wanted to do, so they achieved their goal. Was to get people to talking about something that don't matter.
Yeah, but I mean, but even if you are comparing it, right? Like, what makes it one better than the other?
Again, it's not about, for me to compare what it takes. I'll put it this way. I did a quick Google search, and again, it's not to minimize or reduce the man's record. You know what I mean? You know, I could score 1 goal in hockey. You know what I mean? But you know,
I could.
Kareem, man, Kareem.
Yeah, I was nice at floor hockey in high school. I was nice.
Floor hockey and ice hockey is 2 different things, brother.
Yeah,
it definitely is.
You know what I'm saying?
We talking about putting you and your knock knees on some skates, bro.
On some ice, bro.
Yeah,
my knock knees work for me. Matter of fact, they would work for skating,
bro.
I mean, LeBron ain't gonna get on no skates either. So he ain't
better than being bow leg in some skates
in the NHL either.
And Ovechkin ain't gonna get on no NBA 94-foot floor either.
Yeah, I bet he'll get a bucket though before his career's over.
It's a bucket, bro.
You'll have 2 points in the NBA, and LeBron will have 0 goals, right? So who's better at that point?
But in 10 years, hockey gonna look different. It's gonna be more of us in hockey, man. Watch what happens. Especially if we put some money behind it.
Yeah, I still ain't gonna watch it.
My point is this: is that when you're talking about LeBron has played somewhere in the neighborhood of 58,000 minutes in his career.
I mean, he started playing at age 12, though. He was mad young.
So how long we gonna go on about LeBron here, man? So
I
how
don't
many
know,
more
man,
minutes we
because
got?
you see me.
No,
I'm about to, we got another minute, man, and we'll go to our topic because
Yeah, I mean, the reality be is there's no argument that you can give that's going to make any of us change our viewpoint on whether or not LeBron is the GOAT. He's not.
that wasn't the discussion. The question was that wasn't the discussion because it's not up for debate. You know what I mean? We
He's
know
talking about hockey,
because
right?
he's not it.
I can't
the
say who's better or not with hockey and basketball. I just can't.
The
Like, to
question,
me,
the
that
question
don't make
was
sense to me.
the question was which was more impressive, and I felt like it was offensive to even bring up the man's name in an argument that didn't have
But
anything.
that's clickbait, bro. They did exactly what they wanted to do.
why do you think
That's
it's offensive, me?
Because why not compare that man's record to someone else in his sport, or compare it to the home run record? You know what I mean?
Well, listen, Anthony Edwards is going to end his career as the GOAT. How about that?
Oh man,
For a segue.
Yeah, I mean, I get
If
it.
he keep having babies, he's paying off 18, 25 years of payment.
Clickbaiting. We'll run with the clickbait. We'll take the clickbait.
Yo, he right now he's got the
He
best
is in
deal
He
in
is the
NBA
welfare,
history as it relates to baby daddies.
not welfare. Yeah, he's in the Child Support Hall of Fame right now, bro. Yo,
he got the best
he in the
deal
Child
right
Support
now.
Hall of Fame right now, boy. So let's talk
I
about
needed
in all
an attorney,
seriousness.
man. I need to know what his attorney name.
Yes, in all seriousness, I was really trying to understand that. Like, so I didn't even know you can do that. Like, you could just pay it all up front, and so does that mean that if she changed her mind and say like, well,
she
things are different now?
They had a contractual agreement.
Okay.
Yeah,
so which I'm sure means she can't go back and
she can become a millionaire overnight.
Okay.
Right?
Okay. So she got her million, but let's talk about the other part of this too. How y'all brothers feel about the fact that this brother is not gonna have any let me say it like this. And I guess if we put ourselves in that shoes and in that predicament, like, could we have the heart to be like, nah, I'm not gonna have anything to do with that child?
I honestly don't think that's what he was saying, right?
No.
Okay.
He's saying I don't want anything to do with you, with her, right? And I think that's what he was. That's why. And I could be wrong, right? Wishful thinking. That's how I'm hoping that his perspective was and viewpoint is.
If people know in the comments, hit us up. If y'all got more information.
Listen, like, this chick is obviously going for a money grab. He put his intentions out there. He said that this is the situation, and he doesn't want any kids, right? And she moved forward.
Well, he already has one.
Well, he doesn't want her kid.
Oh, want her
that way, right?
Yeah.
And then from that point on, right? It's of course 100% her decision on what she wants to do from that point on. But to go the next step, the fact that she went through and signed this agreement, that showed that she wasn't really in it for it. Because in the long term, like, if she's getting paid monthly, she's going to make a lot more money, get a lot more money to raise his child than that 1 point whatever $1 million it was, right? Like, in the long term, if she would have just took the monthly payment,
inflation rate over time,
he was showing you like what her intentions were with this whole thing. And then there was another video she did afterward trying to justify it, which just made her look even worse. I don't know, exactly what she said, but she got what she was looking for, right? My thought, my hope is just praying for the child, because it doesn't look like on either side they're going to be starting off in a good place, in a good space from either parent. But ultimately, I don't think that he was saying that I don't want anything to do with a child, right? I'm not going to be a father. Eventually, hopefully, he comes around to that. But I think in this situation, he was trying to make a clear point that you're in it for the money. Everybody knows that you're in this for the money. Here, take this. She signed it. She took the bait and moved forward with it.
So I don't agree. But if you knew that going in, right? Because she's what, like 38, Ant-Man 23 or something like that. So you
So what interest does she have in this kid?
yeah, what interest, you know what I mean? You know, the same interest that anybody would see in a 23-year-old millionaire when you probably got kids almost that age or could have a kid.
What is it?
Dollar signs, bro.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I'm just saying. Like I was just seeing if it was on the same page.
But knowing that going in, right? So if you meet somebody and you know you now I'm saying it from Ant-Man's position, right? You meet somebody, you realize they got some years on you. You know what I mean? They you know they were moving in these circles before you were, and so you get to that point where now y'all involved on that level, bro. You could have prevented yourself from being in this predicament.
Yeah, somebody wrote that a condom could have saved them $1 million.
Yeah, you know,
Some sort of protection.
Yeah, like we got them for free, bro. Like we give them away for free. So
and I'm sure they are too.
Listen, $1 million condom, man.
So now y'all saying the man is the victim?
No.
No,
I'm joking.
Yeah,
but it's a
yeah,
lesson.
like yeah.
But he was
responsible. You got to be like you know. Listen, the reality is again, if you look back at videos from Ant-Man in high school, you know what I mean. Other than the fact that he was a superstar, I don't know that anybody was. I don't know that anybody was going to be checking for him. You know what I mean? You know. So now you get millions, and you think, oh, yeah, I guess millions do make you cute. You know what I mean?
People look better. People look better when they got money, man. I think it's in the scriptures too.
You know what I mean? But now that you have poor management with your, you know what I'm saying, with where you planting seeds, you can't, you know what I mean? So, you know,
hold on. Oh, that's a word right there, yo. Write that down. So
yeah,
that'll preach. That'll preach right there. That's a message.
Hey, listen, I'm serious. You know what I mean? You can't now. I'm not giving because I believe like women like this woman and some of these other ones like Jalen Green is he played for the Houston Rockets, right? He's expecting they're gonna have a child already with Drea, right? Drea got Drea's oldest is his age, literally his age.
That's your daddy.
Right. You know what I mean?
That's some old baby boy type stuff.
That's your brother daddy.
They've made a career. They've made a career out of having, you know, children by wealthy people and then using the child support to support lifestyles that they otherwise wouldn't be able to afford.
But there's another side to that coin, though.
If you know your your profession brings about that kind of preying upon, then you gotta put yourself in a position to not find yourself, you know what I mean? So having to pay out like that.
Okay, but let's look at it like this, right? So we all seen it, you know, people become, you know, part of an organization. And before that, you know what I'm saying? Like you said, B, people wasn't really checking for them. But now, you know, they got, you know, 3 letters on their chest. All of a sudden now, you know, they getting all this attention. And sometimes, man, people just don't know how to handle that type of attention, man. And they make bad decisions because they're just not used to that. You know, so, you know, how will we even help somebody with that? Well, here's the thing. One, he's an adult, so he's gonna do what he's gonna do. But I'm sure somebody in his camp probably was like, yo, bro, like, yo, if you're gonna do that, man, you know, wrap it up. Or I don't know if they're gonna say don't do it at all, but just like, you know, think, you know, before you get to that situation, man. But
I don't think he needs that advice, man. I think you need that advice when you're 18, 19 years old. Like the dude is what? How old is he?
23.
Okay. He's heard it before.
Okay.
And he made his decision. You could say it again, and he's going to make his decision, right? the advice isn't going to change anything at age 23, man. We remember
that's not
at
the problem.
age 23, right? We
Yeah.
knew right from wrong. This dude is a multimillionaire. He understands right from wrong, like what to do, how to protect himself in certain situations. Dude wanted to feel good. He felt good. She feels good now. She got her paycheck.
Like, man, it's better.
You know what I mean?
It's better, man. It's better.
Yeah, you know.
Well, better come with a price.
Yeah, man. That conversation is gone. Balel, you and your team, man, can't help that man right now.
Can't help that, man. Hey, listen, we all can sit here.
Conversation ain't gonna do nothing.
We all can sit here, man, and judge that man. You know what I'm saying? We all was down that street one time or the other.
Listen, I've been down that street 4 times, man.
You know what I'm saying?
Running around my house.
Hey, we all was down that street in our younger age.
Yes,
now
right.
we
just didn't have $1 million.
No. But we was rich with other things, bro.
Absolutely.
We was rich with other things. You know
100%.
what I'm saying?
100%.
That campus right there at Brockwood, man, we was running that campus. You know what I'm saying? You can't tell us nothing.
Nah.
You know what I'm saying? But if you look at it, man, and just say, there's a lot of little things that people used to tell us. You know what I'm saying? Miss P used to tell us. You know what I'm saying? Hey, guys. But we were here. Yeah. They say what? The champ is here, baby. You know what I'm saying? This one is here, baby. You know what I'm saying? So we went down that road a couple times. We went down the road. So we ain't gonna be. My only thing with Anthony, man, I don't say I'm disappointed. I think that's a win for men. You know what I'm saying? That's a win, right? And I love that he did that. He exploded and he got it. Good. Because a lot of women take the advantage of doing that. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not blaming the women either. But I just want this brother. I just want this brother to have. I want this brother to help raise his son or daughter. I don't know what it is he has with her, but I just wanted to put some time into that as well. You know what I'm saying? No matter what, and if his lady is a good lady, she'll know that he has a kid outside and want the kid to be around him as well. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, because he had a kid. He already had a kid. He was with somebody else, and then this happened.
Right.
From what I understand. Okay.
Right. And I get that. You know what I'm saying? She could get over that.
They just did a whole documentary when he had the first baby. It was on the Netflix special or something like that.
And if she could get over that, I mean, and he's not married.
The crazy thing is, like, this chick sounds like a 38. I don't know. I'm not about to talk.
Hey man, I just said.
Sounds.
This brother about to make some serious money. He already making serious money.
I just pray for the kid, man, the child, because mom don't look like she's got it all together. I know young men growing up in situations in single mother households, right, is a challenging in itself, right? But then to have a mother that's out there that really just cares about, you know, her looks and what other people think about her, obviously, and what she can get from other people, which is what she's portraying herself to be. That's going to be a tough lifestyle for that young woman.
Why did she take that deal, though?
She wanted money. She needed money. She probably had to pay her rent next month.
I don't know how many $1 million checks she'd ever seen.
So $5,000 is not good enough.
No, what I'm saying is the deal was okay. Yeah, I'll pay it all up front, but you know, when you see $1 million on a check and all you got to do is sign, she like, I ain't never gonna see this kind of money again at one time in life.
And it's up to her. It's up to her.
And the other people,
she
I don't know
how had a plan though.
I don't know how child support checks work, but I know if you get a lump sum payment, in most cases,
taxes, baby,
40% of that goes to Uncle Sam. So that's really not a great deal. You know what I mean?
I don't know if it works like that.
And they're not gonna give it to
her.
Yeah,
I don't know how child support works, but those.
But they're not gonna give it to her all at once. They're gonna give it to her.
Yeah, she get a lump sum and then payments, right? She'll probably get a lump sum and some payments. But I think, you know, to kind of round this off, I think they both got what they wanted. He got the action. She got the money, and a child came out of it. Hopefully, they can figure something out
Yo,
or
bro,
have figured something out in order to, help that child.
ain't no
Because
action worth $1 million.
Hey,
Ain't no
yeah,
action.
we live in a different world, man. It ain't like it was.
Yeah,
You
you
know
know
what
what?
I
I
mean?
mean, that's
It
a drop
ain't.
in the bucket for him, right? Tell Elon that, because Elon got
Here
mad
you
kids
go.
too.
Here you
Nah,
go.
I think that's a great point. I
Yeah.
no, is we talk all the time, like everybody, they drag Nick Cannon's name through the mud, like, oh, because he got all these different kids by all these different women.
Yeah, he in all their
Meanwhile,
lives though. He taking care of business.
Yeah,
They
but even
can
if
take care of business.
whether he is or not, you know what I mean.
Mm.
The fact that we don't hear that we don't hear our counterparts disparaged the same way. Elon Musk got something like 17 kids or something like that. You know what I mean?
Woo.
But
Probably all over the place too. Probably all over the world too.
you see the face you made? You didn't know that, right?
Nah, I didn't know that.
I knew that. I don't know. I didn't know the number, but I know that.
But they
yeah, mad kids. Yeah.
because they're not dragging him through the mud like they do black and brown men.
You're
You
right.
feel me?
You're right. Social media has a way of portraying us in a way
Man, social
where that's
media,
what we talk about.
all
Any
media.
media,
All media.
you know. We don't know. Like, I'm sure, man, that brother being from Georgia, Atlanta, I'm sure he has a foundation. I'm sure he's doing camps. I'm sure he's sending money back. I'm sure he's doing all those things. But you're right, B. Like, that's not what we're gonna hear. What we're gonna hear is he got this girl pregnant, paid her the money, paid her off, and then their relationship is done. And then the thing, the with the kid, in terms of how that's gonna work out, that's something they got to work out. But you're right. We're not hearing about somebody having a babies all over the world, man, and probably paying them off too. Probably paying them to be quiet.
But the other thing is that's not widely spread about the story too. Is he gave her $100K for an abortion? But the fact of the matter is, she took that money though, right?
Yeah.
Nobody's talking about that. That just adds to the fact that this chick was in it for what?
Yo, you wow. You are
wild, you a wild dude right there, bro. You just gonna put my man out there like that, though?
You ain't right. You ain't right, bro.
You got
Trina.
I told him stop start with me, man.
The original Gumby.
I'm a finisher. I finish. You know what I'm saying? I told him stop
tell us what
starting
you
with
think.
me.
What's your thoughts on this whole Anthony Edwards child support $1 million up front situation?
Did he make a good deal?
Did he make a good deal?
No,
I'm not
rephrasing that.
Yeah,
I meant it just like I said it. Did he make a good deal? That's what it was. It was an exchange, right? Am I wrong for realizing it this way?
I'm not disagreeing.
Where
are we? But where are we as a society when it's so transactional? Not the point, because I mean, they say the oldest profession in history is what? Prostitution.
Sex trafficking. Yeah.
Yes. You know what I mean? So we know that sex has a history of being transactional. But when it's gotten transactional to the point of, that's how we looking at the children that are produced in, in relationships or relational dynamics, then if it's that transactional, then yeah, I place that much more emphasis on making sure that people are doing what they know they can do to prevent themselves from because here's the reality, right? That child that's here now, no matter how well they're provided for, they got like at some point this becomes something that they're not oblivious to and they're not ignorant to. So now you gotta be like, yo, my existence started with my dad offering my mom $100,000 to get rid of me, and then was like, yo, here go $1 million. Just, you know what I'm saying? Like, no matter what kind of relationship you end up with your father, like you love your mother. You know what I'm saying? You know, your mother brought you in this world, so you trying to reconcile how like
Yeah, you're dealing
how
with
that
rejection.
relational dynamic like
Yeah.
produced how you were produced from you know what I'm saying, from not love but lust. Like that's a
Yeah.
tough place.
Well,
There's a lot of man.
Yo,
look at Tommy
there's
Davidson.
They're gonna
I mean,
some more money for therapy for that. You know what I mean?
well,
man,
look at
listen,
Tommy Davidson.
oh,
Oh,
go
what you
ahead.
gonna say? I was
No,
just
go
gonna
ahead.
say Tommy Davidson. You know, his mom or left him out. I think by the trash bin or something like that.
Yeah.
And his now his mother that cared for him, took him in and they made him part of the family. And I guess he said he didn't know he was what was he saying? It was a white family. He's black, but we wouldn't know the Tommy Davidson that we know today had it not been, for the things that he went through, man. And he's, I watched him in a show, man. He reconciled with that whole thing, and he understood. I'm sure it still hurts, but I probably took him some time to really reconcile with that. But you're right, B. It's just we don't know what that child can come out to be. I mean, that child can come out and be a hooper, right? But they still got to reconcile with that,
or a serial killer. You know what I mean?
or right?
You know,
Yeah, we
I
don't
mean,
know.
Anthony Edwards is Jordan's son, right?
Stories. Huh?
Isn't Anthony Edwards Jordan's son?
Oh yeah, I heard some stuff about that too. Yeah, I heard that before.
So, I mean,
Isaac be saying what?
No, that's out there.
Yeah, that was a story.
I've heard. I mean, we've heard it.
Yeah, I'm just saying, like, it's the cycle continues. But
he kind of looked like Jordan though a little bit, though. Not gonna lie to you.
But the thing is, like, I would argue against the fact that this is like you. I mean, bRho, you said, what has our society come to, right? There's situations and stories like this that happen all the time, right? That happen a lot. Not to this level because it doesn't happen that I think that often with celebrities, so we don't really hear about it, we don't really talk about it. Like, people come into this world all the time, like with hard living hard lives. They're coming to with the tough situations, like you mentioned Tommy Davidson. Again, that's another celebrity. But what about the hundreds of kids that we work with on a daily basis that are going through a lot of the same struggles with their parents, or not having a home to go to, and all this as well.
I mean, we know somebody, right? We know somebody who has experienced something similar in terms of
a few people, right?
Yeah.
So the fact that this young man or woman that's coming in, or young girl that's coming into this world, right? At least they have that financial piece to be there to kind of support them through that as well too, because that's another barrier that I think a lot of people that go through this situation do. So I think this is like an odd situation, kind of, where it's this public, and where it's kind of this public. But I think on a day-to-day basis, man, this happens kind of all the time. There's situations like this happen all the time.
All this stuff happened, man, because when I was a freshman, you know what I'm saying, I didn't really have no way to go, but nobody knows that. You know what I'm saying? I stayed on campus for Christmas. I stayed around the campus. That's one of the reasons why I moved to Morgan my freshman year. During the last part of my first semester, I moved to Morgan. You know what I'm saying? Because that's where a lot of people, upperclassmen, was, and they were staying around. You know what I'm saying? So that's how I got close with the Kappas back in the day. Because a couple of them cats was living there. Nobody knew that I didn't really have nowhere to go. And then the type of dude I am, I make friends. I join a great organization that, brothers welcome me into their place, to their home, and I have homes. My church, I had a great pastor, God bless his soul, that took me in. He got all girls. You know what I'm saying? He got 5 girls. You don't have them sons. So he took me in too. So it's just like, and then, I got a big sister, Rachel. Her parents, they took me in. They out in the country. So I learned to live to go certain places. Thanksgiving, I didn't have to come home. I didn't have to go home to my place. Didn't want to. I have places to go in the rock, man. You know what I'm saying? We got Rufus McGee. Doors always open. You know. Um, so a lot of people didn't know that about me. You know what I'm saying? It's probably the first time you guys hear me say that joint. You know. So yeah, it's
People,
life, man. Sometimes we just don't know certain things, man, about people, man. But we just have to can't judge a book by its cover. And that's
yeah,
something I'm learning day
yeah,
by
I
day.
agree, bro. Like, people are resilient, right? Like, in
Yeah,
particular, our people are resilient, and when backed up against the wall, we try to figure out a way out the
yeah.
best that we can. So I'm not
Mhm.
going to say that this child is going to come into the world and there is no hope for them at all, right? But it's going to be a tough go, right? In particular, being in that spotlight and being in that limelight, because in 10 years this story will come back up again, right? So I definitely agree with you beyond on that aspect of it. It's going to come back up, but it's going to show, like, just how resilient this young person is going to turn out to be too.
Look at me and my son. I kind of have him full time, to be honest with you, lately. And I have to make arrangements with me going to work in the morning, dropping him off at morning care and stuff like that. Her mother still get child support. You know what I'm saying? She still get child support from me.
Hmm.
Why? You know what I'm saying? And my son get everything. Most of this thing, man, that he gets is from me. Clothes, shoes, definitely shoes. Because I had to tell her, please don't buy my son shoes. You know what I'm saying?
Mm.
ABC, I have a certain way about what I want him to put on his feet. Not at the thrift. I don't knock the thrift store. I don't knock it. But if I only have my only kid and I work, I should be able to do something for him nicer than the thrift store. I do not knock it. Once again, I'm not knocking it. Do I go to the thrift store to pick up some things for myself? Oh, hell yeah. Excuse my language. Because you get some nice stuff there, you know.
Hmm.
However, I don't put my son in certain things, and I have to check her on that. But, you know, I still pay child support. During COVID, when I wasn't working, man, I was backed up almost like 1,500. You know what I'm saying? And I could say these things. I could say it. I was backed up. Didn't have a job to pay. And I remember the judge we had to go to court. The judge says, am I doing my part? She said yes. It's just not. She's not getting any money. You know what I'm saying? Money, because that's what fuels her. You know what I'm saying? And the judge says, is he being a father? She said yes. He spent time with his son. Yes. He still have this man on child support. That's what the judge said. Right? That's what the judge said. He's having a difficult time right now. And he still have him on child support. She said yes. So, but the judge told me an alley oop. You know what I'm saying? I just don't have the time to go back to these court. Basically, the judge says, man, listen. At the time when you went to court, you was making more money than what she was doing. You know what I'm saying? So she had this little peanut job. She took it because she needed to get child support. She get child support. So now you guys are working the same amount of money. You know what I'm saying? So you could go back to court and get your stuff reduced drastically, blah, 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 blah. Basically, that's what he said to me. You know what I'm saying? And I just, like I tell her, I said, the money that you're getting from my son now, man, just use it, save towards his college education. That's what I tell her. She ain't doing that. I got to pay my son insurance, health insurance. There was one time I said, yo, switch him to your health insurance and I'll pick up the medicine at the back end. She said, no. She work in the school system. What do you mean, no? You know what I'm saying? I don't have a good insurance where I'm at, but you'll get a better one and a cheaper one. You know what I'm saying? She don't want to do that. You know what I'm saying? Little stuff like that. My son need to get haircuts. I'm like, yo, I pay twice, 2 haircuts a month. I pay for one, you pay for the other. No. Why don't you buy clippers and learn how to cut his hair and all this?
Yo.
Bro, I'm
Yo,
just
that's kind of
saying.
wild. That's
I'm
kind of
just
wild.
saying. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? And sometime when you see design, he's woofing. He's just because I put my foot down. Like, yeah, I'm not gonna keep on, you know what I'm saying, getting haircuts, and And then sometimes I have to tell myself, like, yo, bro, that's a kid. This, that. Just the other day she
Yeah.
came here.
Prove
She
your
came
point.
here,
He be in the middle of it sometimes.
bro, and and,
That's
and,
the hard
and
part.
I,
That's
I could
hard.
freely speak. I could freely speak like this to y'all and
Mhm.
live. This ain't. That's why something I looked at. I said, yo, Anthony had a win for all of us. I'm not mad at him. I just want him to spend time with us. That would be my next thing. I just want him to spend some time.
Mm-hmm.
You understand what I'm saying? Because she just came to my house yesterday. She said to me, do you have any? Because my Sunday leaving next week to go on a cruise, right? And she said to me, because they have holiday, do you have any other shoes for Josiah? I said, yes. He got 2 brand new pairs of shoes. Which one you want? Take one. You know what I'm saying? You want a New Balance or you want the Reebok? You can take one. I got the Iverson for him. What you need? You know. She's like, okay, I'll take the New Balance, because you already got the LeBrons at the house. Okay, cool. I have no problem. My clothes, I can't even find clothes sometime in here when I'm dressing them because they at her place. You know what I'm saying? I have to tell her, yo, man, bring my stuff back, man. I didn't say stuff. You know what I'm saying? I use the other word. Family show, baby. Family show. You know what I'm saying? I had to tell her, like, yo, bring my stuff back, man. Because I need to dress him too, boom, 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 boom. But, and it gets frustrating. Like right now, the reason why I kind of take him lately, she can't handle him. And I was telling her, I said, listen, you gotta treat him, don't treat him like he's your friend. Because she wants him to love her more than me, type stuff. You know what I'm saying? I said, I'm not in no competition with you. I'm a check him when he need to get checked. You know what I'm saying? I said, I don't have a problem with my son. Me and my son go to Walmart. Do you hear me calling you telling me that he's complaining about he want these chips? And because I don't get it, he causing a tantrum. He sat down in the middle of Walmart. I said, man, when I done slap him up in the middle of Walmart, man. You know what I'm saying? I said, listen.
Not Josiah. He didn't do that.
You know what I'm saying? So that's what he did. Oh
man.
You know what I'm saying? I got called, man. There was what's in California? Disney World? Which one? Was it Disney?
Disneyland.
Disneyland.
Disneyland?
Yeah.
I don't know which
Yeah.
one. Give her a fit. You know what I'm saying? Give her a fit down there. She was just in Houston at somewhere. She brought my son last weekend. Giving her a fit. I said, I told you. You can't do the job I do as a man. You know what I'm saying? I'm not being a sexist, but I have a role. Let's take my son to the dentist. All right, he go to the dentist, peasy breezy. Now she want to take over and take him to the dentist. Man, you know what these people are? These people have to strap my son down like he's a maniac, bro. Strap him down in the bed just to clean his teeth. You understand what I'm saying? Like strap him down, put the sheet over him, click, 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 lock his legs.
Oh wow.
Just to clean. I'm like, yo, what is this? I tell her, I say, yo, you don't take her that shit don't happen again. That stuff don't happen again, man. I took my son to the dentist. He go and I say, yo, man, chill. Get up there. They even have him in a room separate because they don't know how he's gonna act. He's not in the regular room with everybody else. He's in a room with a thing that I said, y'all ain't gonna do that. He's good. It's like, you sure? Look at that. I said, he's good. He go, I said, Pops, you good? He said, yeah. I said, man, wipe them tears, bro. You good. Get daddy some. Boom. He sat down. Daddy, I'm done. Yes, you're done, bro. The doctor looked at me and be like, what was this?
And you know they talking behind the scenes, right?
Bro,
Yeah, we like
already
it.
know.
We like it
Here
when
he
he come
come.
with him.
Here he come.
Already know, bro. So every time now I got to take him to the dentist. I got
Yeah,
to
but
take
that's
him.
increasing your responsibilities, though, right?
You
I
know what I'm
mean,
saying? But it is. You know, it is. And I just told her, I said, you know, she said something to me the other day, man. I had to hear her out, man. Tell her to get up my place. Oh, his therapy said for you to spend time with him. I said, excuse me? His therapy said for me to spend time with him? I said, what are you? You lying to the therapy? You don't tell the therapy I have him 3 days and every weekend out of the week. How much more time should I spend with him? Should just give me my son then. I'm okay with that. So at the end of the day, bro, I'm not afraid to say what I gotta say. Child support. She still gets it. I don't argue over it. I'm not going to nobody court again about child support or none of that. You could take the little money you're getting. Cool. You know, when he get older, you know. You
yeah,
know.
that's what I'm afraid of, man. Is that he'll get older, and then he'll start to see things for the way that it is,
Bro,
and
it is what it
it's
is.
not going to be. It doesn't sound like it's going to be good on her part, right? Because here's the thing: if and again, I'm speaking hypothetical because I can't change nobody. You can't change nobody. They gotta want to change on their own. But like, it would make life easier because I seen this with my dad and my brother's mothers. Is that if y'all sat down, came out with a plan, put all the other put the emotions aside and just
That's
focus on
right.
okay, what is it that we
That's
need to
right,
do,
Kareem.
and then what you'll find is actually he'll do better
Bro,
because now he know y'all on the same
you cannot
page.
tell somebody, you can't tell somebody that knows everything. You know what
Yeah,
I'm
that's what
saying?
I'm saying. Like we can't,
You cannot
people gotta
tell
want to
somebody
change
that
on their
knows
own.
everything. Bro.
Yeah, people gotta want
Like
to
right
change
now,
on their own.
she's got my son taking pills, going to school. I'm not with that, Kareem.
Yeah,
When Josiah leave here, I don't give Josiah one pill, bro. He's
yeah, and he's
fine.
fine. Yeah, I
He's
know,
fine.
I know.
But when he's over there and he's leave there from and go to school, I know she give it to him.
Yeah,
She tell me she give Josiah pills to go to bed. For what? He's 10, he's 7 years old. He's
yeah,
like, do you want these to give him so he could go to bed? For what?
yeah, that'll mess him up though.
He's sleeping already. You look at him, he's asleep. He's at daddy
Yeah.
house. He's still, I'll be like, bro, you gotta get up a certain time. Well, little dude, if you want to stay up and try to act like me, you gotta get up at a certain time. You're gonna be like, Dad, can I get a little 10 minutes? No, you get your what up. You
Yeah.
ready to roll, bro. You know what I'm saying? No. I said that's why you go to bed early, bro.
It makes
You know,
sense, right? Nah, you better go to
yes.
bed. Like, nah, you got to get up early. So yeah, stay up if you want. But guess what? You getting up.
Yeah, that's what my kids know too, man.
I
It's
take
like,
my
yeah,
I take my
you can
son
stay
to
up till
pool.
11:30 if you want to, but when that 5:30 alarm go off, guess what's gonna happen at that point?
You gotta get up.
You make a decision, right? They've been making
So
good decisions, you know.
Yeah.
So
my son goes swimming Tuesday and Thursday, and I'm just getting get it off my chest. See how you know. So she had my son's stuff in a rainbow bag. So you know me, I'm like, I really didn't notice it, man. So you know me, I'm having a rainbow bag, man. I'm walking with a rainbow bag. You know,
It's the promise, man, that God won't flood the earth anymore.
no, you mean like a rainbow shopping bag, like of the store? Or you talking about like rainbow colors?
You
Oh,
are
you
muted.
muted, bro. B.
rainbow colors, bro. You know what I'm
Okay.
talking
Not
about.
the rain, yeah, not the shop, not this department store.
Not the
Oh,
Bible
I mean,
rainbow.
either
Not
one,
that one.
same thing. You know what I mean? Same thing.
yeah. You know what I'm saying? So I really didn't know. So you know when she came, I said, "Yo, man," you know, and I talked to her. I said, "Hey, man, I don't want you to put my son's stuff in this for his pool bag. Got to be other bags that you have. I don't want him to get, you know, this. What you mean? What you mean?" I said, "I'm not about this side right here. This is what I do. Since I know myself." I said, "I don't know if this changed your game. I don't know if you changed the game, and that's your area. But if it is, that's something that you may want to talk to me about. So I know, you know, well, he's too young to know that." I said, "Yeah, that's what y'all thought." I said, "He's a smart kid. He reads a lot. He knows. So that's how they learn these stuff. And then he's gonna ask me question, and when he asks me question, what do you
I
think I'm
tell
gonna
him the
do?
truth.
I'm gonna be fully just disgusted and let his ass know. So I'm like, yo, I said, I don't want that, man. I don't want him. So I had to order a bag today, man. It's a swim bag for him. Make sure you have a swim bag. He's gonna get it in 2 weeks. But I don't want it around him. And I have to tell us I don't want it around. You get mad, you can get mad all you want. I'm just trying to tell you what I don't need around him. So that's what I'm saying. Some people you try to have a little conversation, you turn into like, yo, man, this is what it is, and this is what we're not gonna do. So that's what it turns out to. 8 times out of 10. You understand what I'm saying? Yeah. I have to like on my gangster, my my English not coming out straight type stuff. You know what I'm saying? That's the only time she yeah.
Yeah.
So, man, I gotta check that, bro. It is what it is, man. So Anthony, man, win for us, bro. Thank you.
Yeah, he could have been having very similar conversations.
True.
And it probably
man,
was like,
hey,
you know what?
B gotta go watch a game, man. Game started a long time, man. We gotta go. Let's say our goodbyes. Man.
You ain't got no money on that game.
Yeah, y'all know. Listen, I ain't never gonna bet a dime on nothing because I work too hard for my little coins.
Absolutely,
I'm definitely with it. Yes, Nike bags, Adidas bags. We with it. All that. Like
I told you, man. I got 4 pictures of Brock.
Listen, Jacob had a coat of many colors, man.
He did. That coat of many colors cost
shout
him
out,
too.
Man. Get the shout outs, man. I'm not about to play with you.
The coat of many colors made him the second in command in Egypt.
I'm not about to play with y'all. I'm not.
Yo, shout out to my ADP, Dr. Leonard Brock, man. Yo, bro, you gotta come back on the show, man, because bRho got you all out in the atmosphere with this Gumby picture, man. Like another bad creation.
I didn't call no names. I'm just sharing. I didn't call no names.
Oh, my bad. I did.
Yo, he got them same glasses. Not right now, though.
Yeah, he do. You're right.
Listen, y'all going listen. Not too much of my sayings, bro.
You don't, man? Yo,
I
go
on
Facebook, man. Yo. You gonna see them same glasses on his face right now, man.
Yeah, he was mad when I stole these pictures. Jesus. Ooh, he was mad.
And then you admitted to taking them. That's brotherhood right there.
I ain't gonna lie. He was right there too. I was just too quick for him, man. I was just too quick.
I remember that day, man. I remember.
Mom know I took it. Mom know I took it.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Let me get that for a minute. Let me hold that. Well,
hey, man, listen. I got 4 of these. So you can hold one.
He said I got 4 of these. That's wild.
Yeah, come in. These are little pictures, man. You can see that I cut them. You can see what I'm saying.
Wallet size. Look at that.
Yeah, wallet size, baby. Wallet size. You know what I'm saying? So what I did, man, I said, listen, man, if I don't want him to caught it one day and he got all 4 of them, you know what I'm saying? That means I messed it up. So I just cut them up and I hide them in 4 different places. You know what I'm saying? Like, hey, he get one. I had 3 left.
Yo,
yeah,
that's
man.
like,
yeah.
We
got to get them t-shirts made up, though, man.
Got to get the t-shirt made. Got it. Hey, that's how I was gonna do him. I was gonna do him dirty when he got his PhD, man. When we went to, that's what we was about to do. Yo, I try to tell you. Ooh, boy. Got to get that t-shirt, man. I'm with
it. Yo, shout out to Trina for hanging out with us tonight. We definitely appreciate your input.
Hey,
shout out to my kids who was hanging out tonight as well, too, who need to go to sleep. Ava.
Who's Zoe? Oh, Ava this time?
Yeah, she back downstairs.
Oh, okay. They just like being around you, man. That's what I learned. Kids, they just like being around us. So they be trying to
That's
stay
true,
up late.
man. If my dad was as cool as me, I would want to be around me too.
Just saying. Just saying, man. Yo, I'll go ahead and shout out, man. I want to shout out to the 7 Pillars of Power. I believe that's their line name to the new Ada Orlando line that probated yesterday. Shout out to those brothers. Shout out to Billy. Shout out to Phil and all the brothers,
You don't
man.
remember all their names, so don't do
I
that.
don't. I don't.
Yeah, so don't do that, though, because now you don't
You're right.
call
Right.
names.
It ain't
Now
right. You're right.
Vincent, man. Shout out
Vincent. Shout out to Vince. Shout out to Darius. Shout out to Old School. Shout out to Kwame. I know I'm missing one.
Yeah, exactly.
6.
Shout out. I know, and I see his face too. But shout out to the brothers, man, for coming through. We had 7. So also wanna shout out to my daughter,
They
man.
got 7 strokes.
So I want to shout out. Yeah.
Obama gave it to them.
Yeah.
Obama gave them 7
Yeah. Yeah. Good
Okay,
night,
that's
Trina.
cool.
Yeah.
7 impressions.
You know what, bro? When we have black and gold, you know what I'm saying? You can provide the remainder.
I will not do that. I will not do that. I will not do that.
Yo, they'll be like, man, I'm going back. Man, they get my refund.
I will not do that.
Refund?
Uh-huh.
Nah, we just kidding. You know, Alpha don't give out refund.
I'm going to give out a lot of stuff. I'm still waiting on my bread.
And on that note, shout out to my daughter.
I'm still waiting on my bread from them.
Oh boy, I'm gonna let you talk to Bama about that.
Of course.
Shout out to Chloe, my daughter. Man, she wasn't feeling well yesterday. You know, some stuff going on with her breathing, so went to the hospital, got checked out. Everything came back negative. She just has some issues going on with her stomach, but she is in good health. She's in a good headspace, man. And I'm bringing this up specifically because our kids, especially, you know, our kids that are like in high achievement environments, man, there's a lot of stress and anxiety that I appreciate you, Willie. That's why you my guy. Go. I appreciate you, Jalen. That's who I was missing. Shout out to those bros. Yeah, man, that our kids, man, they got a lot on their plate, a lot on their mind. So if you're a parent and you got a child, like get close to those teenage years and going into that, just talk to your kids. You know, try to have some conversations with them. Let them know that it's going to be okay. Let them know that their identity isn't based on a grade. You know what I mean? So definitely want to say to the parents, man, just keep an eye on your kids, talk to them, and, you know, provide them with that help and support, because there's a lot. We might be thinking, oh, that's not a lot. You know, in our day, this is what we did, but that's our day. And as my son said today, Dad, that was a different time. Times are different now. And I said, you know what, son, you're right. Times are different. So shout out to her. Shout out to all the parents with kids that are going into those middle school and high school years. I feel you. And just know that, you know, hang on to your support system. You know, it takes a village, a healthy village to raise a child. So shout out to everybody. And lastly, shout out to my amazing wife. Shout out to her and all the things that she's doing. And yeah, our house is held together because of her. So shout out to her. I'm done.
Hey, B.
Yo, man, this shouting out my baby boy again. Happy birthday. You know, again, I'm still in disbelief that, man. 10 years old, man. Shout out to my oldest, man. I went to we had his this evening. We had his track meeting with the coach, and the coach was the same coach from last year. You know, he was just like, man, I was so glad to see him come back out this year. You know what I mean? He had so many positive things to say about, you know what I mean, you know, the person that my son is beyond just being a good athlete, just the person he is, a leader. And so, and that's what we strive to do is raise good human beings. You know what I mean? All the athletic achievements are great, but, you know, he's got to be a human being in this world and exist and coexist with others. And that's, you know, that's what we strive for, is for him to be a good person first and foremost. So, so that is, you know, shout out to him, to my amazing wife, for just, again, you know, holding us all down, always holding us down. And, you know, I'm gonna be short tonight. But this last one, I want us, it's important, for me. A young brother named crazy enough, Carmelo Anthony in Texas. He's charged with murder. And, you know, there's a narrative that's out there about, you know, they're trying to really, you know, even if you look at the pictures online, that they're trying to use to, you know, frame this narrative of him being a murderer. Uh, the young man is a 4.0 student, not a troublemaker by any nature, by all accounts. Um, and he stands by. He told the police, like, yeah, I did this. You know what I mean? But I was defending myself. And there's, you know, evidence that, you know, the guys and his twin brother had taken his phone, broke his phone and whatnot. So, just, you know, lift this man's name up, share his story if you can. You know what I mean? We need more support. We need a bigger response from our community about, you know, what's going on right now, because if we allow this to, if we go to sleep at the wheel on this, they will, and he's in Texas, there is no telling how they may handle this young man in his future. So, you know, let's do what we can to share his story, to make sure we keep his name out there, and that we can generate support around making sure that ultimately the truth comes out, and that, you know, and we just pray God, you know what I mean, just, you know, be with him, you know, and comfort this family who's lost a child, but also be with this family, so that way, so we can prevent the injustices.
Amen.
Me, well, no, shout out to you, brothers, man. It's always love, man, coming on here. Um, I want to shout out to my line brothers, man, Mike, Shaka, Bobby. I think tomorrow, April 8th, gonna make what, 30 years? Is it 30? I think
30
30
years.
years.
That's 30, bro.
30 years, man, in the house of Alpha. And it's a
Hey,
beautiful
fun.
thing. I'm grateful for those brothers, man. I'm grateful for my dean, Mr. Patrick Setch. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to my dean, man. Love my dean. Um, Shout out to Lucci, my ADP. Shout out to Kenny, you know, and all the brothers, man, that partake in the, you know, in the process. You know, brother Mark, James, DQ, Art. It's my guy. Art Jordan. Love you, my brother. I just want to give you brothers a shout out, man. And you know, for all you young brothers as well that I help bringing into the house. It's a beautiful thing as well. I don't never forget, or you know, I don't forget the role that I played um and the love, man, that I received and the love that I have fostered over the years. It's been a blessing. You know what I'm saying? So I just want to shout y'all brothers out, man, as well.
752.
Yes, sir. That's it for me.
If you know, you know.
Yes, sir.
Ike, you on mute, bro.
Oh, my bad. PA all day. So, yeah, definitely want to give you and your LBs a shout out as well, Dean. Man, appreciate you. You know, everything that you've done, you know, obviously for me, but, you know, the chapter as a whole, man, continue to hold the light up high. And, you know, we definitely appreciate your leadership and your support, your transparency, you know, for all the brothers that came behind you. Just want to also let everybody know this is National Minority Health Month as well, too. You know how like every month is like 12 different things now. It's not just one thing, but that was the blackest thing I seen. You know, so I definitely wanted to shout that out. National Minority Health Month, man. So, you know, make sure schedule a doctor's appointment, take care of yourself, go get some information about, you know, your health. Think about, you know, what you're eating, what you're drinking. If you smoke, make sure it has some type of medicinal quality to it. But you know, definitely make
Where
sure
you put
everybody.
your seed, that's a big part of your mental and physical health.
It is for sure.
Yeah, whatever Dollar just said.
And your financial health too. You know, because most of us can't write $1 million check.
Hey, put your seed in the good soil.
Shout out to my alpha brother.
You get there soon. The blackest brother I know, Dr. Leonard Brock, man. But yeah, I'm gonna keep it short tonight as well too. It's another night. It's a great night and a great Monday because my wife is about to go to work again and go get that differential pay for nights. So you know, y'all pray for her while she's going to make that money. All right. But yeah, that's all I got. Go support Black business. Go hug a Black person around the neck. Let them know that you love them.
Yes, sir. Houston's up by 4.
Shout out to my brother right here.
All right, everybody. Thanks for listening. Good night.
Could anybody guess who this is? In the chat.
Put the name.